אני מחכה שזה יתפקס.
So the flow cell comes in this pack. It should be equalized to room temperature, and then remove slowly the cover. Take out the flow cell. This should be removed from the MinION apparatus, and the flow cell should be gradually put in this angle so it will fit inside. Now we connect the USB cable when the flow cell is inside. It should be recognized by the MinION software. Lights are on, the MinION flow cell is connected. First we check the hardware, start test. Now all the details are recognized here. We click available and we check the flow cell. Start test.
You take 2.5 microlitre. And put it to the sample of your DNA, which has to contain 7.5 microliter. Carefully. Make sure everything is going in. The tube bit. And then spin down. Put it back to the ice. Put the sample that you already made with a PCR machine. This is the program you need to put in the PCR for 1 minute 30 degrees and then another 1 minute for 80 degrees.
This is the record of the available pores. We need at least 800. Here we have 1583, which is very good.
It'll cool down a bit.
Now we put the tube briefly on ice for several seconds.
The sample. And we put 1 microliter of rock. Into the sample. Now you should flick the tube a bit. Spin down for a moment. בגלל העיוות. And keep it in room temperature for 5 minutes.
Mix FLB and SQB by Vortex.
Now spin down and return to ice. Now we need to spin down the FLT.
Yeah.
And now we should mix it a bit with reputation
Pipetting.
by petting, yeah. Now put it back in ice.
Set the pipetter to 200 microliter. Okay, מוכן? Open the priming port slowly. Hold the pipetter straight and turn the wheel to 220, slowly pipetting up some of the buffer.
We take 30 microliter of FLT into the FLB tube directly.
The mixed agar.
The FLB tube, and I put 30 microliters of FLT inside, and I mix it up a little bit with the pipetting.
Mix the priming buffer up and down and take 800 microliter for loading.
FLB. Make sure it doesn't contain bubbles.
Load the priming buffer slowly into the priming port, so the liquid going through the tunnel. Wait for 5 minutes.
Now use the table that is pointed in the protocol and make the library in a different tube.
The loading.
Now the LB tube, you need to mix it by petting before you put it inside the library tube. This is the important part because we have the biddings in here and it has to be mixed.
We load 200 microliters of the same priming mix that we made earlier. Gently open the spot-on cover to expose the loading port. Gently load 200 microliter into the priming port while the spot-on port is open.
רואים שזה יוצא קצת כזה, ואז נשאר.
With the 200 microliter pipetto, take 75 microliter of the library. Make sure it's mixed well before loading by pipetting up and down. There are no bubbles introduced. Load it drop-wise into the spot-on port. Slowly, slowly.
זה נראה החלק הכי כיפי.
סתם מקנה.
כן.
And then close the spot-on cover and the priming port cover. And now the MinION is ready. Close the apparatus cover. New experiment. Enter the sample ID.
לרשום.
כן, בוא נעצור. Create the experiment. אין לי מושג. Enter the name of the experiment, then click on the kit icon and choose the right kit.
רד 004.
And then start run. Start run.
And it's running.
And it's running.
Oh,
It should.
Now click on experiment. You can see the channels panel